My first memory would have to be back in senior infants when my entire class were hooked on Barbie Girl by Aqua. We just used to sing it all the time, and it's just got a bit out of hand. Everyone's singing it all the time, and it just stuck with us. Well, me and my friend, it was probably like an anthem song for us. You know, everyone was, it's just really catchy. Back in the 90s, you know, that kind of music was really popular, so we just really loved it. And because we were so young, we were just singing it all the time. So, well, it definitely got me interested in music as a thing. Like, it was the first time that I thought of music as like, oh, this can be really, really fun to listen to all the time. And it doesn't matter what kind of genre of music I am, it's something that I'll always do. I'll always be listening to music. I'll always find a band or a genre that I really like because I listened to stuff back then, which showed me what music could do for me.
Yeah, back then, you know, years ago, back when I was like younger, Destiny's Child, you know, Beyonce, you know, that kind of stuff. That was really like my type.
When my dad would play Tom Jones in the sitting room, like blaring it, and then he used to play the song Sex Bomb, and I used to like shout it because I was so proud to be able to like actually say Sex Bomb in a song, and I was so like amazed that I was able to say it and not get in trouble.
I think it was like being in the car with my dad, like, because he's from Wicklow, so we used to always drive to Wicklow every weekend, and it was going over the Wicklow Mountains, and he'd play like the Bee Gees and Thin Lizzy, like. But I remember specifically him playing like the Bee Gees. I can't remember what song, but I was like, are they boys or girls? Like, I didn't know, and I was like, Dad, why are they so high pitched? And he was just like, that's just the way they sing and all. And then I just started like appreciating different music, I think, when I was about like 6 or 7. I remember Thin Lizzy, Whiskey in the Jar, that one song being real memorable, like going over the Wicklow Mountains. I just really remember hearing that song in the car, like. And then like after that I started listening to a lot more like different music. Like, I remember my cousin came to stay with us for a while, and he was mad about like the Chili Peppers, and he gave me a Chili Peppers album, and I like listened to it repeatedly for like the whole year of me being 8 and 9. And like, I remember then just understanding different music, like just listening to a wide range of music.
Well, my first music memory when I was about 7 or 8 years of age, I was in the car with my dad, and we were driving down the road, and he'd be like playing his Barry White CDs, you know, the cassette players, because it was an old car. It was a Nissan Sunny, I think, over in Libya, and we're going like over to school and back, and like he'd be playing them, and just like, and I kind of took a liking to it. But
it starts out because I'm from Ukraine originally, and my granny had like this music set, and no one's really allowed to touch it yet, so it's just always sitting there. And I decided when I was like 3, I'd gonna go up and climb up and grab it. And when I did climb it and grab it and I opened it, I was listening to the tune, and I dropped it and it broke. And I was the last person to hear the music. Got in loads of trouble for breaking it. It's still there, but it doesn't work. It's just there as a memory, as a momentum of my my breaking it.
My first music memory would probably be driving in the car down to Wexford for a family holiday, listening to the Aqua song Barbie Girl over and over again until my dad felt like throwing it out the window. I was probably about 4 at the time, so most of the, like, I was playing a lot in the play school that I was in, and so I was kind of addicted to it at that stage.
I think it would probably be like watching music videos on MTV, like, and I think a lot of people won't have that as their first musical memory now, because like there's no music on it anymore, I think. And yeah, just like watching music videos and stuff like that, and watching Top of the Pops and things like that, yeah. I remember Don't Speak by No Doubt as one of my first kind of, and then I got into them a couple of years ago, so it was kind of interesting, like, because that was my first musical memory, kind of like. I'd say it's possibly because I was introduced to them at like such a young age. I think it was like 3 or something when I first saw the video, and I still like them, yeah. I think it just reminds me of being quite young, kind of, and it reminds me of kind of like definitely my first introduction to music, kind of. I wouldn't say I have an emotional attachment to it, though.
My earliest is probably my granddad. He always used to sing when he got up in the morning, and he'd wake me up from singing in the shower. And then I knew I loved music from an early age, because when I used to go to the Paddy's Day Festival, I used to, you know, like the parade, and you'd hear them beating the drums, and I could like feel it like reverberating through me or something like that. He mostly sang holy songs, but I think, see, he loved classical music, and then I used to go on holidays with them to Galway, and all the way down in the car we'd listen to Dean Martin on repeat, so they kind of got me into like a wide range of music, so I kind of love all music now because of that.
first music memory, I'm not really sure if it counts as music so much as noise. Be my first violin lessons when I was about 5. Just really horrible, screechy music. I think I just started because I was in the school. In my school at the time, my mum just thought it might be a good idea for me to join it.
My first concert was just last year actually. It was my friends were playing in this pub. It was like a metal gig, and it was actually really good. It was because it was just like all my friends, like I knew everyone there, so it was an amazing experience to kind of just be with all my friends and to know the people on stage and stuff.
The first proper gig was with my friends, was in the Ambassador. It was like Scouting for Girls. But like I'm not a really big fan of them now, but it was just because it was my first concert with like my friends and everything, and it was just brilliant. I just like remember, like I always remember that one.
I went to see No Doubt. I don't know if you remember them. Yeah, not really a band, Gwen Stefani and all them. That was my very first concert. Just went to see them, and yeah, it was good.
I think it was Key West came to my school to sing. They had like a little gig thing kind of. So I'm not really into concerts, but like I listen to them in like my home and in school and that sort of stuff. So
it would shamefully have to be 5. At the time, they were my favourite band. I felt so excited because I was like going to see as like celebrities for the first time in my life. And to what I remember, I was 7 or 8. And I remember looking up at the window when they were waving at the fans. I was thinking, oh my God, this is the best day of my life.
The first concert I went to was a Bon Jovi concert in Croke Park when I think I was 9. I went with my dad for the Have a Nice Day tour. Brilliant. I just remember the scorching sun and just the atmosphere of being electric, and it's probably one of the happiest days.
An ABBA tribute band. I remember I went, my nanny brought me, and I was dancing in the aisles with my friends.
My first concert was last July. It's the end of July. Went out to see Iron Maiden. It was probably the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. It was just incredible. 2 hours of metal madness. It was at the O2. I went on the Lewis with my dad because he used to like Iron Maiden when he was smaller. And he was telling me one of his first concerts, the first concert he went to was Iron Maiden as well. And he's about the same age as me at the time, so it was kind of weird.